Vítame vás pri dnešnom letnom vysielaní Slovak Spectrum. Leto už máme v plnom prúde. Dúfame, že si ho všetci pekne užívate v pohode a v dobrom zdraví a že deti majú krásne prázdniny.
Ako sme už spomenuli v minulom programe, otec Kennedy, ktorý nám slúžil v slovenskej omše, bol priložený do Hawkesbury. Otec Kennedy prijal naše pozvanie a dnes v štúdiu sa porozpráva s Ankou.
Today in our studio we have a very important guest, Father Darrell Kennedy. He is the Associate Rector of St. Patrick's Basilica. Welcome to our studio, Father Kennedy.
Thank you.
Father Kennedy, you have been serving Mass in our community for a while, in our Slovak community, but you don't really have Slovak roots, or do you?
Well, my roots, I believe I have some Slavic roots in a sense, because my mother is Ukrainian.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a liking for a few Slavic languages, so I think my roots are there.
Okay, well that is a surprise to me, because I didn't realize that you had a Ukrainian background. And you've been serving a Mass for us Slovaks for about a year and a half. Now, how did that come to be?
Well, I'm Associate Rector at the St. Patrick's Basilica, and also at St. Patrick's Basilica, Father Loyan, who was the chaplain for the Slovak community, and he celebrated Mass for, he's Slovak, so he celebrated Mass for the Slovak Catholic community for a number of years. I think it was about 6 years. And so he was living also at St. Patrick's Basilica, and then he achieved his doctorate. So he got his doctorate from St. Paul's University, and so it was time for him to go back to Slovakia. And I knew that when Father Loyan went back to Slovakia, there would be no one to celebrate Mass for the community. And I also knew that he wanted me to replace him. So that's basically, so I answered the call, so to speak, to help out the Slovak community by celebrating Mass in Slovak. At the time, I didn't know any Slovak.
You certainly are doing a really, really good job in serving the Slovak Mass, because your pronunciation is wonderful, and I was wondering, and you mentioned that you have some Ukrainian background. So, do you speak Ukrainian?
I don't speak any Ukrainian. However, I have visited Croatia many times in my life, and I've also studied the Croatian language, and so I speak a little bit of Croatian, and also I've celebrated Mass in Croatian many times. So the difference between Croatian and Slovak is not really great.
Big, right?
So that enabled me to study the Slovak language and see the similarities, and my focus is mainly on the Mass in Slovak, however, not on learning conversational Slovak. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I must say that your pronunciation of the Slovak Mass is great. My mom and I, we attend every Mass that you've served, and we really, my mother particularly, she really, really enjoys. It's a real call that you've answered for our Slovak community, and we really do appreciate what you are doing for us. Is there a message for the Slovak community at this point that you would like to? You've known us for about a year and a half. What would you like to tell our viewers and our Slovak community?
Well, the Slovak community has great respect is given to it by the Church of Ottawa, the Roman Catholic Church. I know the Slovak community has a very good reputation of really contributing to the Homelands Mass. And so we have a good sense of the spirit of the Slovak people and their Christianity and also their Catholicism. I think therefore that the Slovak community should really continue to try its best to get a priest from Slovakia to come here to Ottawa. There are many different ethnic communities in Ottawa, and many have their own priests, so I think that you should continue to try to work with the Archdiocese and with Slovakia to bring a priest here to be your chaplain and to serve the Slovak people here in Ottawa in your own language.
Well, definitely, it's very important for us to have the Slovak Mass. We have tried to ask Slovakia if they would be willing to send us someone. At this point, we have not received an answer yet, and yet we have received news that you have been transferred to Hawkesbury.
Well, it puts me out of range, I think, of Ottawa in many respects.
How long of a drive is that?
Well, from where I am in Hawkesbury at St. Jude's to Ottawa is about an hour and 15 minutes.
On a good day?
On a good day with good traffic, yes. So, and this is where the Archdiocese wants me to be, at Hawkesbury and Pendleton. So, this is where I'm happy to accept their request, or that I go there as pastor of two parishes, St. Jude in Hawkesbury and Our Lady of Divine Love in Pendleton. So that's kind of the way things worked out, and so exactly where we go from here, I'm not sure, but as I say, that doesn't stop negotiations and efforts still taking place to bring a Slovak priest to Ottawa.
Now, the transfer is for how long?
It's a 6-year appointment.
Oh, okay, okay. So right now, we don't really know what that means for our Slovak community, or do we?
Well, this July, I believe it's July the 9th.
9th, yes.
The there will be a Slovak mass in Slovak as usual at the Polish parish. So that will be a final mass that will take place there, and so Slovak parishioners wish to say goodbye to me. So.
Okay, or unless we ask Terence Prendergast for his special permission, is that how it would work, or?
I think that well, definitely permission of Archbishop Prendergast is necessary. You could also talk with Father Jeffrey Kerselake, who is the Episcopal vicar for the English sector of the diocese and for ethnic communities. So some discussion could take place with him. It would be important. That would be important.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time, and I just wanted to thank you very much for serving the Mass for the Slovak community on behalf of the Slovak community. I wish you all the best and God's blessings in Hawkesbury if we don't see you after the. Ak ste sledovali naše predošlé programy Slovak Spectrum, mali ste možnosť uvidieť a vypočuť si rozhovor Daniela Belanského s autorom knihy Kvadratúra kruhu pánom Jankom Zvalom. Dnes vám prinášame tretiu časť tohto rozhovoru a zároveň pripomíname, že pán Zvalo vydal ďalšiu knihu na úplne inú tému, o ktorej vám povieme viac, možno už na jeseň.
Dovolte mi opätovne v štúdiu privítať pána Zvala a nadviazať na náš posledný rozhovor o knižke Kvadratúra kruhu. Vítajte.
Ďakujem.
Sme v tej svetovej kríze, ktorú pravdepodobne odstartovali Spojené štáty a naozaj celá Európa má v súčasnosti s tým problémy, ale na druhej strane Európa aspoň do dnešného dňa je v tomto veľmi súdržná. To znamená model Európskej únie, ktorá vzájomne si pomáha a ktorá volí tú cestu solidarity medzi jednotlivými krajinami, medzi slabšími a silnejšími. Vlastne vo svojej knižke do istej miery popisujete. A ako to vidíte? Ako vidíte budúcnosť tejto solidarity a možnosť vzájomnej spolupráci v rámci väčšieho fungujúceho celku?
Európska únia sa rozpadne. Európska únia je model, ktorý absolútne nemôže pracovať z rôznych dôvodov, ináč aj hospodárskych, pretože to je tak, ako keby bohatý brat s chudobným bratom a okrem toho šikovný brat s neschopným bratom spolu hospodárili. No proste to nejde. On ho môže ho síce povzbudzovať a podporovať. Áno, podporovať môže, no ale ho nemôže podporovať do nekonečna a ešte k tomu ako národy, aby keď môj národ je schopný, prečo by som ja mal podporovať nejaký iný národ, ktorý je buď neschopný, alebo jednoducho má iné historické, aj konkrétne, aj geografické, povedzme, podmienky. Nemôže niekto porovnávať krajinu, ktorá má prírodné bohatstvo s takou krajinou, ako napríklad je Grécko, ktorá okrem turistiky nemá dohromady nič. Tam nie sú nerastné bohatstvo, tam je poľnohospodárstvo biedne a tak ďalej. No a budeme my, Slováci, lebo Nemci, lebo kto bude podporovať Grékov do nekonečna, to je vylúčená vec.
Myslím, že Gréci sa už vlastne z toho dostávajú aj pomaličky sami, ale to samozrejme nie je predmetom tohto dnešného rozhovoru. Ja by som sa ale chcel spýtať, Slovensko, a vlastne približte čitateľom aj vo svojej knižke, ho vlastne vnímate ako na jednej strane životoschopnú entitu, samostatnú krajinu, ktorá ukázala svoju životaschopnosť. Slovensko je dnes na poli medzinárodných vzťahov skutočne, pokiaľ ide napríklad o národnostné menšiny, uznávanou krajinou, ktorá rešpektuje všetky národnostné menšiny. Dnes na Slovensku už nemáme ani nejak zvlášť politicky vyhranenú, čisto národne orientovanú stranu. Spolupráca vlastne V4 je základom možno aj budúcej spolupráce práve v tomto regióne, kde sa Slovensko nachádza. Myslíte si, že pre Slovensko je do istej miery stále hrozbou susedské vzťahy alebo minulosť, ktorá nás prenasleduje z tisícročného obdobia uhorskej monarchie alebo spolužitia s českým štátom v rámci Československa?
V rámci, myslíte, voči Čechom alebo Maďarom?
Aj.
To je, neodvážim sa robiť nejaké veľké prognózy. Ja si myslím, že keď situácia sa nezhorší, tak Slovensko je schopné samozrejme sa o seba postarať. Žiaľ Bohu, napríklad my sme zničili si medzi inými vecmi, zničili si armádu. Tanky sa rozrezali a lietadlá nefungujú a tak ďalej, čiže armádu nemáme. Spoliehame sa na NATO. Teraz je otázka, komu NATO by, povedzme, pomáhalo alebo držalo stranu, dajme tomu, keby Maďari, konkrétne Maďari, keby sa rozhodli, že predsa niečo vyprovokujú. Ja si nemyslím, že za súčasného stavu v krátkej dobe, to znamená v rozpätí, čo ja viem, niekoľkých rokov aspoň, že dojde k nejakému posunu. Ja si myslím, že ten status quo bude udržaný.
Áno. Ste jednoznačným zástancom toho, že medzinárodné organizácie, ako napríklad NATO, ktoré ste spomínali, alebo OSN, nemáme v súčasnosti preceňovať. Dokonca sa veľmi kriticky vyjadrujete v knižke aj na ich adresu. Ako je to teda s vašim osobným pocitom a z čoho pramení?
OSN je mŕtva organizácia, ktorá je absolútne neefektívna a prirovnal by som ju v situácii pred druhou svetovou vojnou, kedy spoločenstvo národov Organizácia spoločnosti národov sa fakticky rozpadla. Ako vidíme, OSN nezabránila ani útoku na Irak, ani útoku na Afganistan, ani útoku na Líbiu. Teraz nevie nič urobiť konkrétne so Sýriou. Proste Organizácia Spojených národov je absolútne na kočku. Mohli by ju rozpustiť a ušetriť niekoľko miliónov alebo miliard dolárov. Čo sa týka NATO, je to vojenské zoskupenie, ktoré samozrejme ohrozuje mnohé krajiny, proti ktorým vedie buď v súčasnosti nejakú vojnu, to znamená konkrétne napríklad v Afganistáne, áno, v Pakistáne, v Afrike, problém Koreji, Severnej Koreji. Nedávno sa ozvala, teraz práve tieto dni sa ozvala Čína tiež, aj tá sa cíti ohrozená. Pochopiteľne, tou obrovskou vojenskou silou, ktorú Amerika má, bombardéry a nukleárne zbrania a tak ďalej, tak je to tak, že NATO hrá veľkú úlohu ešte stále. No a Rusi samozrejme tiež sa na to nedívajú priaznivo, pochopiteľne, pretože vidíme, aký vzťah má Amerika voči Rusku. Putin je zlý politik podľa nich, Putin je podľa nich diktátor a obmedzuje osobné slobody. Keď im vyhodil tie nevládne organizácie tam, ktoré robili podvratnú činnosť, každý štát vyhodil podvratné organizácie, ako boli americké a západné organizácie v Rusku. No, aké mimovládne organizácie alebo ruské mimovládne organizácie fungujú v Amerike? A čo by s nimi robili Američania?
Celá vaša knižka je vlastne sprevádzaná vašim krédom, alebo jedným z kréd, de omnis dubitandum, čiže o všetkom pochybuj. A ak môžem na záver zacitovať, tak vo vašej knižke sa objavuje aj citát: žijeme v smutnej, hroznej a nebezpečnej dobe, kedy už človek nesmie vyjadriť svoj názor, svoju myšlienku, žiadnu hypotézu. Dúfajme, že nás nepostihne osud kacírov Jordána Bruna a Galilea Galilejho. Práve preto súhlasíme pravdepodobne viacerí, a ak si čitatelia túto vašu knižku prečítajú, budú o mnohých veciach pochybovať, mnohé veci budú možno prehodnocovať, a ja vám týmto chcem naozaj poďakovať a vyzvať čitateľov, aby si túto knižku prečítali. Kvadratúru kruhu nájdu, ako sme už spomínali, vo vydavateľstve Ekokonzult v Bratislave, čiže je dostupná na pultoch pravdepodobne viacerých kníhkupectiev. Veľmi pekne ďakujem za vašu účasť a veľa zdravia a veľa literárnych.
Ja ďakujem za rozhovor. Som bol poctený týmto rozhovorom.
Tak, ďakujem.
V štúdiu naša Anka privíta novú, už v Kanade narodenú slovenskú generáciu. Jednou z nich je dnešný hosť, ktorý sa narodil v Kanade ako druhá generácia, ale pri tom všetkom je vidieť, že národná hrdosť a styky so Slovenskom sú stále silné.
It is my pleasure today to welcome a young man in our studio. His name is Ryan Fedurko. Welcome, Ryan, to our studio.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be here and great to do an interview with you.
Ryan, I know that our interview is in English. However, you do have a Slovak background. So tell us, our viewers, a little bit about your Slovak background.
Sure. Well, I'm originally from Oakville, and I grew up in a very affluent Slovak community, attending the Slovak church, going to Slovak picnics, just growing up in a very Slovak environment, and as both my parents have Slovak culture and heritage in their background.
So where are your parents from?
Both my parents were born in Canada. However, their backgrounds are both Slovak. On my dad's side, he is from Košice, a small village near Košice, and my mom's side near a small village near called Poknica.
Okay.
In the central part of Slovakia.
Nice. And have you ever been to Slovakia?
Yeah, I actually went in 2007. I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And
Old enough to remember quite a bit.
Old enough to remember quite a bit. Yeah, and I remember we went to Košice and visited my dad's side of the family. As well, we went skiing actually in the Low Tatra Mountains.
Wow, downhill skiing?
Downhill skiing, yeah.
Oh, and how was that?
Awesome. Without a doubt, well, that was my first time skiing in Europe, but without a doubt, the best skiing I've ever done.
Okay. Is there any particular food that you remember in Slovakia that you ate, or?
I remember it was actually my Dedo's 75th birthday party we celebrated there.
Oh, nice.
And so we had a huge Slovak party, festivity, whatever you want to call it. And there was just tons of food, everything from cabbage rolls to goulash to cutlets to everything, and just a fabulous feast and excellent food.
Nice. So you grew up in Oakville, but you found yourself in Ottawa. Now, how did that happen?
Yeah, so I came to Ottawa for school. I'm actually a student going into my third year at Carleton. I'm taking a Bachelor of Public Affairs and Policy Management with the International Studies specialization. And so that brought me to Ottawa, and I came out to Ottawa also because I really like the city.
Wow, that's a pretty interesting study. Now, what do you hope to do with that?
With that, I want to get involved in international relations, so
Right.
preferably something, preferably a diplomat in the future, or work with the Foreign Service.
Well, that's really interesting. Now, you finished a third year, is that correct?
No, I'm going into my third year.
Oh, you're going into your third year, okay. So that's a 4-year program?
Yeah, 4-year degree.
Okay, so you're halfway done.
Halfway done, halfway
And so far, how are you enjoying it?
I love it. It's really great. And one of my favorite things about being in Ottawa is that there's so much extracurricular activities to do after or outside school in your classes.
Okay. And so when you become a diplomat, is there a particular country you'd like to be in, or is there, you like to travel?
I love to travel. I wish I could do it more often. But I really like to hopefully travel and work in Europe, actually. Okay. After that one trip I went there to Slovakia, I just fell in love with the continent, and I want to travel there more often, for sure, in the future.
That's nice. Now, as part of your studies, you actually brought your class, or you introduced your class to Slovakia through the Slovak embassy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so one of the clubs I'm involved in at school is the Carleton International Relations Society, SEERS for short. And some of the things they do is they visit embassies around Ottawa. They learn about different countries, their culture, and Canadian relations with respective countries. So I thought, well, I could bring them to the Slovak embassy and teach them or introduce them to my culture and background as well. So back in January, we went to visit to the Slovak embassy and met the Honorable Mr. Milan Koller, the ambassador to Canada. And from there, it was a really great visit. We learned a lot about Slovakia. I learned stuff, and all the classmates and other members learned a lot about Slovakia because they never knew about it before. It's a very small country.
Okay. Did any of them decided that that Slovakia was such an interesting country that maybe they like to visit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the things that they didn't know very much and they found interesting was Slovakia's hockey team is really good, and we had a few jokes about Canada and Slovakia hockey teams, because I think the Junior World Cup had just finished a few weeks before, or it was going on. So that was a good, fun conversation we had.
Mm-hmm. And now it's summer, your second year's finished.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing anything in terms of work-related or study-related work right now, or have you found anything interesting?
Yeah, right now I have a great job. I'm working with an organization called the World University Service of Canada.
What do they do?
It's a charity and an NGO, non-government organization, and they're an organization that helps educate and train and empower people in developing countries. And so I'm a co-op student, and I got that internship for the summer. working with them.
Well, that's really interesting. And I understand that you also are interested in languages.
Yeah, and that's another thing that is really important for anything international, especially foreign service or diplomatic work. And so I want to improve on my French. That's one thing I want to work on. And also, I want to learn Slovak. I know it's something that I've been interested in for quite some time. I just haven't had the time to work on it and get better at it.
Well, the nice thing about working in Europe, if you ever get a job in Europe, is that it's such a small area that you will be able to travel. And I think the more languages that you know are certainly going to be very helpful, especially if you know one of the Slavic languages, such as Slovak. And of course, you know, French will also help you, and perhaps some of the other languages. So I wanted to wish you all the best in your future work and your future studies. I'd like to continue this conversation maybe next time once you finish your studies, and to let us know how you fare out and where you situated. And for now, we're going to have to end this because time is running really short. So thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon.
I'd like that. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
A teraz pár oznamov. Čo sa týka ďalších slovenských omší, momentálne ešte nevieme, ako budú pokračovať. Otec Kennedy by mohol naďalej poskytovať bohoslužby pre slovenskú komunitu, ale na to je potrebné povolenie od arcibiskupa Terenca Prentegasta, o ktoré bude slovenská komunita žiadať. Ďalšie podrobnosti ešte oznámime vám v Slovote.
Pani Beloniová vás všetkých pozýva na piknik, ktorý sa už tradične koná každý rok. Piknik sa uskutoční v nedeľu 18. augusta v popoludní na pani Beloniovej farme. Odporúčame vám sledovať oznamy v kanadskom Slovákovi alebo v našej Slovote, ktorú elektronicky rozposiela George Frajkor. Tam vám poskytneme mapu a ďalšie podrobnosti. Taktiež sa môžete spojiť s pani Beloniovou na telefónnom čísle alebo cez e-mail, ktoré sú uvedené na obrazovke.
Druhý týždeň v septembri od 9. do 14. septembra Ottawu navštíví Bratislavský chlapčenský zbor. Pevne veríme, že sa nám podarí zorganizovať koncert a malé stretnutie s našou slovenskou komunitou tu v Ottave. Podrobnosti vám oznámime v Slovote.
Keďže je leto a čas dovoleniek, užite si ich naplno a načerpajte hlavne veľa energie a vitamínu D. Aj my v štúdiu plánujeme krátku dovolenku a preto v auguste bude dnešné vysielanie odvysielané v repríze, a to v nedeľu 24. augusta a v sobotu 31. augusta o 11:30 do poludnia. S novým programom budeme pokračovať reláciu v septembri. Majte sa krásne a dovidenia v jeseni.
Sme radi, že ste si aj dnes našli čas sledovať Slovak Spectrum. Ak by ste chceli niekomu zablahoželať k narodeninám, či k výročiu, alebo by ste radi privítali návštevu v Kanade, môžete nás kontaktovať na telefónnom čísle 613 228 9014 alebo poslať e-mailovú správu na adresu uvedenú na obrazovke. Dovidenia.